already told you. I said, don't blow it, man. I'm not there. I'm not going to blow it.
Congressman, I was on my way from Representative Darrell Metcalf, the State Legislators Coalition has endorsed your bill.
Right.
In 2008, I'd been to Harrisburg to speak at one of his press conferences, and I'm on the train back to Philadelphia, and I got a call from Jamiel's sister, Althea. They were raising the signatures for Jamiel's law, and they were having such a difficult time getting people to sign a petition just so they could get it on the ballot. Fix that law. They were considering having to pay people to go help get signatures. I said, I don't think so. And we did one of our national security conferences like you spoke at in Raleigh about 10 days later, and I went out there, and everything he's telling you about Jamiel, there's a normal middle-class neighborhood around the fireplace. I bet there was 100 trophies and ribbons and medals from Jamiel. If there was one, there was 100 of them. I mean, he's just a good all-American kid. Had the American dream at his fingertips, snatched away. And this man and his Army Sergeant mother, they'll be victims the rest of their lives.
Sure.
And there's nothing, anything that you can do or I can do or anything can do to take away their tragedy, but we can sure help stop it from happening to everybody else's family.
And that's why you're coming to Washington from LA means so much to all of us, but especially to those God-fearing American people who love the country, love the law, and believe that the law is important. And we just, I don't know, I hope we said today that did you get that in time for the news conference?
Yes.
Right. I really think that if we can get enough signatures on the bill, we get what's called a hearing. And you need to come back if that happens. We got to get the names on the bill first, though. But I had talked to Steve King at the news conference. We're going to do a dear colleague. I talked to Brad already. After we come back, and then after next week, and get everyone that's on the bill to. We need to get Ted Poe, and I'll reach out to him because he and I and several of those two board agents that were sent to prison for shooting a drug smuggler down in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Y'all were involved in that as well, but it's an honor to meet you. We need to get this passed in their memory, quite frankly.
Yeah, I support it in LA. We heard about it.
Know the names, we could have named the bill for them. And, yeah, I support it.
Well, we appreciate everything you do.
Yeah, I support it.
Well, we appreciate everything you're doing and anything that we can do.
You know, Jeff, we just need to really get people. I mean, I've taken your words. Actually, you said at the news conference. I mean, this is just a disclosure bill for the good of the American people. And I don't have anybody to be opposed to it because we've been there before. But my hope is that with these testimonies of pain and sadness, that maybe we can get enough members to get a hearing on this.
It's not a partisan issue. It's an American issue, so it should be no problem. We should have 435 co-sponsors of this bill. It's a no-brainer.
Well, I think we need to have a strategy of trying to get by the 1st of February 75 co-sponsors. And then if we can get around 100 some, I think I could start with the help of my colleagues asking for a hearing.
Asking? You can ask, we're going to demand. You've introduced
well, the American people got more influence than they realize up here, I tell you.
I realize the employer-employee relationship that's supposed to exist between us and our public servants. So I understand you need to say, we're going to demand it. I absolutely demand it. Thank you for your time this
afternoon. Well, no, it's good to meet you, and
I know
apologize everything gets backed up here. And
just for caring, we appreciate that you care about the American people enough to.
When I see that young man's face, I can only think what he might have been. And that, truthfully, is why I get infuriated with the fact that people who make decisions don't see the value of trying to say to those who are here in this country legally, they committed crime. I realize not all of them are bad, I realize that. But still, they committed a crime. They came to this country.
Illegal is illegal. That's what we say. You know,
Right.
it's illegal to be here looking for a job, to be in the country, no matter how you look at it. From day one, you should have a warrant. Be truthful. Should be a warrant for your arrest. You're in the country illegally. Until you clear that up, nothing else.
You're right. Well, let me ask you one last question. Are you hopeful that the man who killed your son will be brought to trial?
Oh yeah. I wish he would just go ahead and plead guilty, get over with it. Because, you know, I was family with my mother, she's like 75 years old. And, you know, she retired a few years. And, you know, it's just hard on her. So his mother is she's going back to Fort Hood, Texas, December the 1st, because she's been on a passenger reassignment for 3 years, waiting for the trial. So now, you know, Army said, well, you know, we understand, but you got to get back to work. So she's going to be going back to Fort Hood to start back all over again. So yeah, I wish he would plead guilty, get over with. But, you know, they're not going to do that. They don't even want to go to trial. We've been almost 40 years.
But she had a hard, you know, well, I used to come when I was in the Navy, a hardship transfer.
Right.
Because of the needs of the family. And she literally had, I said she was in Iraq when Jamiel was killed. And the initial transfer was for 1 year. And they thought they'd have to trial and stuff within that 1 year. And it's now been 3, sir. And now she's going to have to leave rather than be able to stay and see if
Where's
there's
your
justice
case
done.
on the court docket? Are they telling you that sometime within next year, meaning 2012, or what are they
It
telling
was
you?
supposed to be November the 16th. They kept pushing it for November 16th, but now that he has like a shiesty attorney that he's just all about postponing. So most likely we're going back to court November the 10th, and then we'll find out. But I'm sure it's going to be next year. I can't see it.
Well, if you'll let us know, there's not a whole lot we can do, to be honest about it, but some of my Republican friends from California might ask them to contact you, and they won't be your congressman, but I think about Dan Lundgren, former Attorney General of California, Dan Rohrabacher, people like that I think, if I told them of your situation, asked them to give you a call.
Dan Rohrabacher, I met him a few times as a few Republican, when he was running for office recently.
Yeah.
Well, Orange County, I went to a couple of,
He's a good guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, no one can ever replace your son, and you see all these faces of these Marines from Camp Lejeune that gave their life, and I think about your son the same way I look in those faces. You know, what could their life have been?
Yeah.
And see, I don't think we should have gone into Iraq.
Right.
But, it was time to get out of Afghanistan. So.
Oh yeah, but at least do the same thing here. I mean, we can take care of business like that there. We should be able to clean.
I've been saying on the floor that $10 billion a month to go for a corrupt leader named Karzai in Afghanistan, who last week said if America gets in a fight with the Pakistanis, I'm going to pick the Pakistanis as my friends. Where in the world are we going?
That's ridiculous.
Hell in a handbasket, sir.
Well, yeah, this is a prime example, but on a more serious note, I just want to let you know how much of an honor it is to meet you, and this legislation, I want to thank Fire again for allowing me to be the lead sponsor, but we need to work together to get us here.
We can do the help, let me know.
Do you have family in D.C. by any chance?
No, just California.
I was just going to say, if you did, it's a good opportunity to see.
I know.
Well, he does.
Oh yeah, I do now.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I love all my brothers and sisters in Christ, and just I hope it's God's will that we can get this bill passed, and the first step is get a hearing.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.